at 11. Chances are, if you have a child in middle school or high school, they have a smartphone. But do you know what's on their phone? Specifically, what apps they've downloaded. Recently, police investigated a sexting scandal at a local high school. They found more than a dozen students involved, all using smartphone apps to pass nude photos. Our Drew Smith looked into this troubling trend of dangerous apps.
Have you heard of an app called SpyCalc? If you have teens or young kids, you need to know about it. It's a simple app. It's free, but it's one of many apps out there that can be very dangerous to kids. SpyCalc, free on the App Store. We downloaded the app in no time. It looks just like a calculator, and it is. But it's also a vault to store photos. Type in your 6-digit passcode and you're in. This is one app that was used by a number of students at Avon High School to store naked photos of fellow classmates. The sexting scandal rocked that school's community.
We're seeing a trend in apps being specifically designed to conceal images.
Brian Nugent is a detective with Avon Police. He investigated December's sexting scandal.
What we're seeing here in Avon is something that's systemic of our society.
There's an app called Omegle that costs 99 cents to download. It promises chats with random strangers and states you need to be over 18 or 13 with parental consent. Kik is a popular app as well. Recent data said there was nearly 500,000 downloads a month of this app. It's an instant messaging service that allows photos to be shared. We downloaded the app and it says you need to be 17 or over. No proof of age required. Any kid can simply click OK and then download it.
Technology is neutral. The apps themselves are neutral, but any community where children can come in contact with someone that wants to prey upon a child can have specific risks associated with it.
Lieutenant Cohen says apps themselves are not illegal.
One TCY has not been defined.
Dr. Dave Fisher is helping two of his students at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. The associate professor of mechanical engineering has developed apps himself for Apple.
99.9% of the people out there are trying their best to make a good product. They're trying their best to be completely on the up and up.
Apps like SpyCalc come with a user rating. SpyCalc is rated 9+, whereas Kik is rated for adults.
When you submit your app for review, you list what you think you are. Okay. And if Apple agrees with what you think you are, then they let you publish as that.
But if Apple disagrees, the app developer must resubmit until they agree on a rating. Still, ratings, as we've seen, are not a fail-safe for kids. Detective Nugent believes the marketing for an app tells a lot about what the developer is after.
My observation as a detective would be that they do know that they have a target audience that they're shooting for, whether or not it's in the images they use, the ease or the difficulty of the software program itself. I do believe they have a target audience.
It's not necessarily Google's job or Apple's job to keep it off the store, because really you're giving the user, which in their mind is the high school person, right? Yeah. Exactly what they want. They're agreeing to the permissions. They know what it is.
Dr. Fisher says for parents, it's very important to know things like how to get permission settings on your kid's smartphone. Learn about how to do that. If you don't have the tech savvy, that's okay. Find someone who does. It can be all the difference between keeping your kids safe or getting them involved in one of these dangerous apps. Drew Smith, RTV6.